What's going on, people of the world? My name is Jay, and welcome to this edition of Sleight of Hand 101. Today we're going to be working on our very first advanced tutorial. Now, the trick that we're going to be working on has been performed in numerous ways. It's got plenty of different customizations, but I personally have put together a little twist on it that I think really enhances the quality of the trick. Therefore, we are going to informally call this one Slapped. So grab a fresh deck of cards, and let's begin. So for this trick, I just need you guys to memorize one card out of the set of 52, so go ahead and remember this card right here. You got it? We'll go ahead and leave it in the center, just like so. I'll go ahead and push it in, actually, and just to show you that I'm not holding any breaks or doing anything like that, I will shuffle the cards cleanly and just show you that your card is lost somewhere in the center. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to find 9 random cards in the deck to help us find your cards. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and use these 9 cards, but I'm only going to show you 5 of them. And I just want you to tell me if any one of these 5 are yours. So, was this your card? No? Okay. How about this one? No? Okay, and this one? No? Okay, how about this one? No? Well, I got one more shot here. How about this one? This one was your card, right? No? Okay, well, that was unexpected. We can still work with this. So you're saying that none of these 5 are yours. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make a fist. I'm gonna hold these cards in my fist and watch what happens if I slap it. We're left with one card in my hand, and that card just so happens to be yours. So let's see how that's done. So to begin this trick, you're going to start off by doing a bottom control, and there's a specific way to do that. This is a very difficult bottom control, so really work hard on this before you go out and perform it. Essentially what you're going to do is you're going to spread the cards into your hand like this, and you're going to tell your spectator that they need to memorize one card. When you get to the spot where you want to be, it doesn't really matter what the card is, but out jog this top card, whatever the card is, out jog it like this, and hold on to it with your middle finger or your ring finger or something like this with this hand, and you're in this position. Now at this point, you're going to take your middle finger and pull this card over just a little bit, so it's still out jogged, but you want to pull it over just enough so that this next card can go up and under it like this. And you'll see why in a little bit. Now at this point, you're going to show them the card. You're going to say, memorize this card. Okay, so they've memorized it. Now this next part is the hardest part of this flourish. What you're going to do is, in the act of rotating downwards, like this, you're going to pull in this card with your fingers, your pointer finger and your middle finger of this hand. And at the same time with your thumb, push out with this hand. Okay? So essentially you're doing a switch from this card to this card. So it looks like this to this, okay? But if you do it fast enough, they won't be able to see it. Now the whole point of getting that card underneath this card is so that when you push the rest of the cards over, you'll notice, and this is kind of difficult at this angle, but you'll notice that this jack stays underneath every single one of these cards, and when you put it together, it's on bottom, like this, with their card still out jogged in the center. So let's take that from the beginning, because I know this is a very hard change to do. So, like I said, you're going to spread it out. With your thumb, you're going to push over the card that you want them to see. You're going to kind of out jog it, and the best way to do that is just to rotate your hand down like this, and then with your middle finger, make contact. So I'll show you again. Make contact with your middle finger and just hold it like this, okay? So, when you're in this position, you're going to, with your middle finger mainly, and a little bit of your pointer finger, pull it over just enough so that you can get this next card underneath it, okay? So in live motion, this looks like this. You can see that I'm showing them the card, and this next card is underneath it, okay? So you say, remember this card, the 10 of clubs, whatever the card is, and you're essentially doing this, going from here to here, pulling down with your middle finger with your pointer finger and with your thumb back here, pushing up on this card. So it looks like here to here, okay? So they still think that their card is right here, when in reality, it's hidden. And then the next part is to, and this is kind of hard to show you, but to rifle the rest of the cards underneath it like this, or honestly, you can just kind of put it all together like this, making sure that their card is still on the bottom. I know it's a difficult change. And then you're in this position where you're gonna push their card in. Now I know that's difficult to learn, so go back and review it and keep practicing. It's a really good change to get down and put in your arsenal, but it's very difficult, so just practice, practice, practice. At this point, you're going to shuffle the cards, do some sort of false cut maybe. Just make sure that they don't see the bottom card because the bottom card is their card. So if you're gonna do a regular shuffle, get to a table or just really hide it and make sure that the bottom card, their card, is the first card to go down in the shuffle, of course. So you just wanna make sure that their card always stays on the bottom. Honestly, you don't even have to shuffle if you don't want to. Now at this point, you're gonna tell your spectator to choose 9 random cards. And the reason I didn't have you guys choose is obviously you guys aren't here. But if you have a spectator, if you have an audience, make sure that they touch the cards. It makes them feel like they're really, really in control of what's going on with the trick. So let's say they choose this one, this one, this one. Make sure that they choose 9. So we'll go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It really doesn't matter what these cards are. They're just used to buffer this card down here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Take those 9 cards, put them on the bottom, and you're in this position where their card is the 10th card from the bottom. That's where you want to be, okay? Now for this next little sleight of hand move, there's a specific grip that you need to be in, and the grip is this. So you need to flip the cards in your hand so they're horizontal like this, instead of having the cards vertically. You need to have them horizontal. You want all your fingers to be lined up on the bottom, so the cards are essentially resting on the pads of your fingers. You want your thumb to be on top, somewhere in the middle, like this. So you're holding the cards in this type of grip. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna show them 5 cards. Now luckily, because your card is the 10th card, they won't be able to see it no matter how many times you show it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna show them the first card. They're obviously gonna say no. What you're gonna do is essentially strip off the bottom card, put it on the table, and in the act of doing that, you're rotating your hands like this. So in reality, it looks like this. Strip off that bottom card, okay, and then take the next card and put it on top. That's very important, so take the next card and put it on top. Make sure you let them know also that you're showing them 5 out of the 9. It kind of makes the trick a little more chaotic for you, therefore giving them a sense of pleasure, a sense of, okay, I'm in control. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna show them the next one, do the same thing you just did, show them the next one, same thing, the next one, same thing. Now at this point, you're on where their card is the second to last card on the bottom. What you're gonna do is you're gonna show them this card and they're gonna say no, and then say, well, okay, that doesn't make sense. Like kind of question yourself, make it seem like they just tricked you. You're gonna steal that control right back from them. And what you're doing is when they say no to this and you turn your hand over, you're actually taking your ring finger, your pinky, and your middle finger, and you're sliding this card downwards. Also with your pointer finger and your thumb, you're sliding the deck upwards. It's a lot easier than it seems, but essentially you're doing this just slightly, and you can't even see that behind this. That's why the grip is so important. So you're gonna slide it, and then you're gonna take your fingers and peel off their card, not the bottom card. So essentially it looks like this. Okay, you're gonna put that card there, and then you're gonna take their 5, the one that they just saw, and put it on top. Now at this point, you're gonna take all 5 of their cards should be on top, and kind of question yourself again, say, okay, well that didn't go as expected, here's what I'm gonna do. And what you're doing that whole time is you're putting their card on the bottom. It's very important to get their card on the bottom of all 5 of these cards. Now you can actually do this next part with your spectator, and I encourage that you do it with their hand instead of your own, because then they feel like, oh my God, I had the cards in my hand, how did that happen? Essentially what you're doing is tell them to make a fist like this, tell them to open up their pointer finger knuckle, and you're gonna stick the cards in like this. So just pick a random corner on the deck, it really doesn't matter, and stick that corner in their fist. Now tell them to squeeze, but not too hard. Give them just enough so that they can easily grip the cards in their hands. Now at this point, you want to slap the cards as hard as you can. I really, really encourage that you slap them as hard as you can, because even with a steady grip, the last card is the only card that's gonna stay in their grip, okay? And if they're gripping too hard, you wanna make sure that you're really slapping it, because sometimes it won't even come loose because they're either gripping it too hard, you didn't slap it hard enough. Essentially what you wanna do, tell them to get a nice grip, but not too hard. And then as hard as you can, slap the cards. Every single card in there, except for the bottom card, will fall, will go wherever. It doesn't matter. You say, one card has remained. This card just so happens to be yours. And that is the tutorial for Slapped. It's a great trick to blow your friends' minds, and I hope you guys use it effectively. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you learned something. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps me out, and I appreciate it so much, guys. And I mean, even if you didn't like this video, you have absolutely nothing to lose. Just hit that like button. Like I said, I appreciate it so much, and it really, really does help me out. And make sure you guys check out the description box so you can see my Twitter, my Facebook, and my blog pages, so we can all stay connected and have a great time. And also, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video. And I'll catch you guys later, assuming you survive the storm.